Hey guys, Infidel 1258 here. Today I'm going to open up 80 new Gladius reward chests to see if I can max out my Gladius set. If that sounds interesting, stick around. Otherwise, check out the next video. So using Splinter cards, because it is disappearing, but it's not yet gone, we can see that the data for Infidel 1258 leaves me with an 89% complete common set for regular foil, 99 on the rares, 82 on the epics, and 83 on the legendaries. So I'm approaching a very complete deck, but you know, I bet these 80 don't put me there. It's been years in the making, years and years. However, I'm still chasing after it because I love these cards and I find joy in playing the guild brawls. I recently ripped through my guild balls. I've got 90. We're gonna open 80 in a moment because that's all the potions I've got. But let's have a quick look at the brawl recently. So we'll start here with some of the brawl battles, and then if we still can. Nope. Yeah, we can. Good. So I went 5-1 last time around, but I did get one opponent flee and one defeat from one opponent. So it was genuinely four victories and one loss, with this opponent fleeing counting as an easy dub. Let's watch the 5 that I actually won or lost on, where there's actually action. This is me versus Ghostly BG, and Ghostly BG knows his way around this game. No slouch. Look at these cards. Venka the Vile maxed out, which I don't even have. Let's watch this happen. It's Trample, and I knew he was going to do Trample. I knew, of course, every time you see Stampede rule set, if Venka's possible, you know, you got to assume. You just have to assume, because he eats teams alive with that 7 damage and the Trample. And Halfling Refugee, it's like not enough. It's not enough because he, you know, if there's any Inspire, and he has an Inspire right here, he gets 8 and he just gobbles everything up. However, so I knew this was coming, and I hoped against hope that it wasn't. So I built out the front line, but then I have to win in the ambush round. Like if he's got Venka, I have no, like I need to go ambush round. And so let's watch with that in conjunction with the Bloodlust how this works out. Deletion through ambush. 2 of his front lines gone in ambush. And why was that so crucial? Because the Venka then it lost its Inspire. Because we used ambush, we struck hard, we struck fast, we deleted the first and second monster. He lost the inspiration in the second monster, the Reach monster. And after he went down to 7 damage, he couldn't kill my Halfling Refugee. If he had, he would have eaten right through and put 8 damage. I guess he would have hit the armor on the Zyrex, the Emberglaze. So he would have been stopped there. But nevertheless, this plays out obviously in our advantage. And man, Emberglaze, I'm still not convinced I've lost with Emberglaze. Let's watch Proton 1987. This is we have a weak magic rule set. We have beefcakes and self-res or born again. So in these contexts I obviously want to find monsters that have high magic, high armor. And Commander Slate is like a beast, right? What a beast mode card at every level, you know. So good, so fast, so much hit points, so much armor, so much damage output. The deflect is huge, and then you get the phase. Okay, so I'm feeling good because of Cryptic, not ever knowing what he was doing. And then really the rest of this is just like a stretching of the mana. So I use 10 on him, 7 on her, 7 on him for 24 of my 35 mana, and then I just went as cheap as possible with the Lucky Long Shot for 3, the 4 on the Yaba Pickle, 3 on the Chaos Animator, because if he does snipe, which he could have and ultimately did, I want to have a void on my snipe protect, or toward the front of my snipe protection. And yeah, let's watch it play out. It's all Commander Slade all day long. Thorns mean nothing to me. But also, I shouldn't even say it's all Commander Slade, because frankly, these guys are kicking out 9 damage. 9. Between, you know, what they account to, was it 3, 3, and 4? 10 mana? Something like that? 3, 3, 4, yeah. Commander Slade's going to make it happen. Now, the speed is potentially a problem, but Slade doesn't have a problem. Slade's going to be just fine. Okay. There we go. Let's watch 2 more. Let's watch 3 more. This is the first loss. So what would happen here? I went Elias Max Pruitt, thinking, of course, I'm gonna run with Leolin, but watch it play out. He's got Emberglace, the undefeatable, on his side. No, but he's got lots going on. He's got the scavenge with the dragon egg. He's got the massive damage output from rage. He's got more damage output from Emberglace, and then there's a bloodlust proccing. The Emberglace and the scavenge just kind of, yeah, look at that. Like between the life leech over here on rage and the scavenge on dragon egg, and the damage output, like, I mean, he really had it all. And he had the execute too, which he passed around into some key places. Leolin is amazing, but if you don't focus on it, Leolin is so good at breaking defenses. But if in this case, the issue wasn't that he had a strong mainline defense. It was that he had this huge, you know, body of hit points, a huge wall of hit points, and Leolin's going to do damage, but really he's going to do more damage when you try and, you know, queue up that fortress with the defense and the protect and the, you know, and the shield and the, you know, all that stuff, because he just rips through that because of the relentless strike or whatever it's called. So 2 more, and then we'll open up the 40 for the 80 chests. So this W, we got blast, we got back to basics, we got armor, 16 mana. So I just thought to myself, you know, maximize damage output with minimum mana cost. Obviously we're going water. We're going to bring water diviner because we can't, because of the heavy metal, we couldn't bring the reward card, the soulbound reward card that's for 4 cost. I forget his name, but this was the error. Like he's thinking, I want my half shell seer to be firing on the last rounds. That's not going to work out for him. We just got to keep, the only thing that matters, the win condition, is keep your magic monster alive. The win condition. Of course you need meat shield, and so I brought a bigger meat shield in the form of the Soulless Ashnok that he didn't have, and that was crucial. But as you can see, he's down to 1 hit point. You know, if his was buried in the back line, I don't know. I'm not sure what happens there. But you know, having him in the front line was no bueno. And one more W here versus John K602, and looks like a, if I'm honest, and this is not intended to be an insult to John K, because mistakes happen, but look at this. Fog of War, and we have Katrelba in the back line. Either this was a thrown together, you know, made a mistake with building a team, or is this like, I hate to say it, but like when I see errors like this, I'm like, is this a bot making a mistake? I actually don't, you know what? I'm going to take that back, because I don't think bots make that kind of mistake. But this was a silly problem, and he's under leveled anyway, so I probably would have taken him regardless. But Leolin just eats his way through the front lines. Delete. 12 is such a ridiculous damage output. 12. That was just his first strike, by the way. And if he had shield, it would have been more, right? Leolin is so insane. Maybe he was thinking he wanted to just get the maximum number of hit points on his Contralba, so when he did make it to the front line, it would have the greater probability of rolling. But I think it was just an oversight. Who knows? Maybe he was like building his team and he's watching YouTube, and you lose. That's what I do, right? And I lose track of time. And so then he had to race to throw it together and didn't really look at all the rule sets very closely. Regardless, we did quite well, 5-1. Of course, one of those was opponent Flea. And unfortunately, the guild didn't finish super strong that time around, but at least we did. Okay, so let's go ahead and we'll rip some packs, and then we will close out the video. Again, we're just going to do 80 for today, because even though I could buy enough potions for everything, I didn't yet. And so I'm just going to go ahead and open 80 and only 80. Unmute. Okay, flip them all. Let's go. Legendary. I already have a max of that card. Goldie, thank you very much. Commons. Nice. 3 in a row. Go for one more. Nice. 4 and 5. Wow. 5 and... Wow. That was a cool little... Let's go. Let's go. And another ledge. Gold foil, gold foil. I have a maxed of the... No, thank you, Greg. A little quieter, okay? You can watch, though. Okay. Oh, another legendary. That's a big deal. And another one. I don't have a max of Ginny either. That's great. This is a good rip. And another one. I got 2 of that one. Okay, pretty good turnout. Lots of legendaries actually. 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 legendaries from 80 packs. I don't know if that's good, bad, or ugly, but I'm certainly pleased with it. Thank you very much. Okay, items, cards. Let's go over and have a peek. We're off to a good start. Okay, and then we come over here to other gladiators, and we come in here, gold foil, reg, legendary. You're maxed. Okay, look, we maxed out Sola here. Check this out. Sitting on all kinds of Solas. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, did I not do this because maybe level 3 is like irrelevant? Level 4? It's not though. Damage output increase. Okay. I don't know. I definitely... That's interesting that I did that. Okay. That's great. Going from 1 damage output to 2 is meaningful, and this card doesn't go into regular play because of its damage output. Like 3 mana with the tank heal is certainly something, and but this makes it so much more viable, especially with the cleanse and the bloodless. Like it could actually, with the bloodless, it could actually, with 2, could meaningfully add up. I've never, oh, and Larissa is maxed out here too. That's great. Okay, so now we get Blast. So Blast in conjunction with Double Strike. That's a good little Lorcus partner, isn't it? Cool. So 2 of my legendary cards are now maxed out, which they were not earlier today, which is a great rip. Certainly pleased by that. Yeah, that's great. And then what about max, max, max? So everything's maxed except for Genie, and I need 4 more of her. And what's her deal at the highest level? We had Resurrect. I didn't know that, I don't think. Okay. And several of the Flagulons were still necessary. What about Epics? Ember Star. Oh yeah. Max them out. She's going from 5 damage to 6. Cool, but probably still not a regular rotation card. Cora needs too many more copies. Marisol looks like maybe, or are we 1 away? Yeah, we're 1 away. That's too bad. What do you do at the top level there, Marisol Contuma? Get the Trample. Let's go. Because I like this card a lot with EMP. And then you get the Armor Strike, which would be Trample too, I think. You get only 1 Trample per round, though, regardless of whether you kill 2 things. Nope. Getting closer, though. Going from 5 to 6, what do you do? Get the True Strike. Okay. Okay, Relinor Cleaver, let's check it out. Are we going to be able to max? Maybe. Yes, let's go. Going from 5 damage to 6. That's, again, another meaningful upgrade. I like this upgrade better than that Archer that we maxed out a moment ago because, obviously, Archery... range attack is less effective, you know, as an upgrade as compared to melee. Okay. Everybody else, good. So all my rares are maxed. Whistling Damon. Nope, don't have enough. Need about 10 more. I need 10 more on you too. Wander. So close on Wanderfur. I'm gonna double check that. Nope. 40 more. Everything's getting so close. Oh, this is like 2 away. Look at that. I'm 4 away from upgrading that. No, you won't. Everything's like maybe 10 or 20 away. Katrelba? No, you're definitely 50 away. This one could be a pass. Nope. Like I can tell it as soon as I log in. I see there's 329 there, and I can see the way I knew so quickly is so with Hugo Strong Sword it says I have 66 copies, which means I have 1 max copy and 65 single BCX. Knowing that I have 65 BCX, I then quickly look at the CC next level. 329 plus 65 is not enough, and that's how I was quickly doing the math on each one of those when I looked. So those ones are not getting any upgrades today, but we are so close on. Was it the crash? Yeah, we're 12 away on Crash, and we're 4 away on Katrelba, and then I think we were like 4 away on the Isgald, actually. Anyways, feeling pretty good about that. I'll leave it there, guys. Thanks so much for your time and attention. Hope you're enjoying Splinterlands as well as Guild Brawls. Join a guild if you're not. Join Time and Attention if you want. There's a link to the Discord in the video description. Bye for now.